Good morning, or good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back from lunch. It's been a long day here in Camrose. So I hope everybody had an opportunity to get a good meal at your branch, or if you were at home, had a good, refreshing break. We're back with Louis. He's going to be with us kind of for the rest of the afternoon. Raheem called in sick earlier today, so Louis is kind of doing double duty. We will be talking to Steve Colburn here in a bit, but and then we've got two more Q&A sessions as well. So with the grain handling segment, I'll pass it back to Louis. Go ahead, Louis.
All right, so if you want to follow me, I'm going to go on the other side of the combine, and then we'll talk about the clean grain elevator in return system. All right, this area over here, basically what we're going to do is talk about some of the adjustments on the clean grain and
how long is grain handling? Just 15 minutes.
So first of all is the adjustments for the clean grain elevator. It is not difficult. It's really simple. All you got to do is just this adjustments right here. Okay, so you just loosen the nut that's right here and you put a wrench on the bottom and then you screw the pipe up and that will lift the top of the elevator. And when it lifts the top of the elevator, it pulls the chain up at the same time, okay? So proper tension is, bottom line is you open the door down here and you just grab the chain, and as long as I can drag the chain across the sprocket, no clicking, okay, I can just barely drag this chain across using my fingers, all right? So that's what you're gonna be looking for. If it clicks, that means you should tighten it. Now back to the adjustments. As you can see on here, there's a washer right here, and then there's a stop right here. As soon as the washer gets to the stop, that means you have to take a half link out of the chain. The chain has worn down that much to where it requires that I take a half link out. And too many times I look at this, and I don't know why we cheat all the time, but this bracket is bent up like this, so don't go there. Just take the link out. It's a lot easier because if you don't take the link out, all you're doing is you're just wearing the sprockets themselves, and the sprocket is going to start hooking on it, and because the chain is not fitting properly on the sprocket, and then you're just, like I said, you're just getting yourself in deeper trouble, and now you're going to have to replace the sprockets and the chain, okay? So one of the things to watch for. The next thing is in behind here, on combines with automation. All right, this is your camera. Okay, this is live now, so you can see that I didn't go in there and clean this up. I just pulled it out to make it easier for myself to talk about it. You can see that there is some debris on here. Okay, so once in a while you're gonna have to go in there and you're gonna have to clean the camera. But don't worry too much about it because it will pop up right on the monitor, red screen saying clean camera, all right? So if you don't see clean camera, it's just a matter of looking at it in the morning. It's just one pin that goes through here. I pull the one pin out, I can swing the camera out, and I can reach in there and just use a soft cloth and just wipe the screen, okay? So again, it's no big deal. Don't use a steel brush if it's coated with crap on here. Just get water and just wash it down, wipe it with a soft cloth, and you're back in business. And it will tell you every time it needs cleaning, it will pop up and tell you on the screen. I've only ever seen it one time that it's actually popped up the error in the last 2 years. And basically I was working in a lot of undergrowth, green undergrowth in canola, and we were putting all the stuff through the combine, and the green undergrowth would actually stick to the screen. So, and that was popping up about once every hour or so, hour and a half. So no big deal. If it does pop up, stop, pull one pin out, open it up, clean it, go back to work, okay? So it's not foolproof. It does require a little bit of maintenance once in a while, but it's pretty trouble-free, all right? So I'm just going to leave it here for now. And the way the system actually operates is the grain actually comes in, and there's a hole on the backside of the elevator here. So camera faces the hole, and it fills the box. And the camera keeps taking pictures, multiple pictures, every 6 to 7 seconds. And then it analyzes what's on there, and then we'll tell the rest of the combine to, hey, too much debris in here, clean it up, okay? So then it'll start doing adjustments. The other thing is, once the box is completely filled, the camera will take a picture, and then he knows the box is filled. So then it's going to send a signal to the auger assembly over here, and this electric motor, and it will empty the box. And then once the box is empty, then it'll start again, start filling the box, keep taking the picture. Once the box is full, dump it, start the process. Okay, so that's what combines with automation. Combines without automation naturally do not have a camera. And located up in here, in this wiring harness, you're going to find a fuse. Okay, that's the fuse that controls the amperage on this motor over here. All automated combines with the camera do not have the fuse. The fuse is inside the cab, in the fuse panel. All combines without automation will have a fuse located back here. Okay, it's a 5 amp fuse. If you don't have a 5 amp, don't put a 20 amp in there, because all you're going to do is you're going to burn out this motor. Okay, so maybe 5 to 8 might be acceptable, but don't get too crazy on the amperage, because you're going to do more damage. Now, when I was talking a little while ago about cleaning when the moisture sensor was not working properly, the one person that asked the question, the fins for the moisture sensor is located in the same box. Okay, and that's got a couple of wing nuts on the backside. So you can pull those 2 wing nuts off, and you can pull that plate out. And again, you wash it, because material can be built up on it, and how it takes a reading for moisture. The grain that's actually in the box will go against this plate. It'll touch it, and it'll read how much moisture is actually in there. And if it's not clean, it can't read properly. So good practice to take it out. The auger that's inside here is another good practice to take the 2 pins off on the bottom, pull the cap off. And that's the one I said, it's a little tricky. The first time you do it, trust me, you're not going to like Louis, okay? Because you're working at blind holes trying to put it back together. But that should be taken out every morning, okay, to clean it out. If you do it every morning, you're going to become proficient at it, and it'll be real easy. If you do it once a year, you're not going to be happy with me, okay? So practice, practice, practice makes perfect. So just clean it up. That's the best practice. Okay?